Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting subtle details concealed in part 3 of Dunk and Egg's first adventure.
I tried to buy a piggy, but I got the whole of
Number 10. Hard Salt Beef Symbolism. If you hadn't caught on already, series creator George R.R. Martin loves using food as a literary device. This is reflected in the TV shows, particularly with Ser Duncan and his fondness for hard salt beef.
You'll have clothes on your back and food in your belly. The clothes might be rough spun and food, salt beef and salt fish, but you won't go hungry.
It's so important to his character that the second episode was named after it. The cured meat is a valued source for hedge knights, plus it represents the harsh lifestyle they lead.
There's salt beef after you're done.
I'd sooner eat the horse, sir.
You'll eat my fist if you don't do as you're told.
It's also symbolic of what Sir Arlan taught Dunk, as was shown in episode 2. It opens with a flashback of Dunk and his master eating together, but ends with the young knight eating alone, while talking about being Arlan's successor.
We will show them what his hand has wrought.
Number 9. Puppet Show Controversy. The episode concludes with them finally revealing Egg's identity. This happens after Prince Aerion gets enraged about a play where a dragon dies. Dragons have been extinct for decades at this point, but to a Targaryen, they're family. So, while it's unclear why the dragon is slain, the fact that they're depicting such an event is treason. At least to Aerion, but he's not known for his sound judgments. He's one of the few Targaryens canonically confirmed to be mad before Game of Thrones. This episode gives us the first major clues about his mental state, alongside how obsessed he is with becoming a dragon.
You've loosened one of my teeth. So we'll start by breaking out all of yours.
Let's hope that obsession doesn't lead to trouble for him later down the line.
An Aerion Bright Flame, they called him. He thought drinking wildfire would turn him into a dragon. He was wrong.
Number 8. Sir Robin Risling.
You're Sir Robin Risling. You're the maddest knight in the Seven Kingdoms.
We're introduced to another grizzled knight in this episode, Sir Robin Risling. We're given a brief flashback showing how he lost his eye half a decade ago. Their house sigil is depicted as an iron-framed oaken door on a grey stone wall. They're one of the lesser-known houses, so much so that their sigil and motto aren't technically canon. They're so niche, such information hasn't been revealed in the main series, so this is the most Risling lore we've ever seen. Interestingly, their name may be a reference to the Risling Award, a literary achievement given to sci-fi and fantasy poems. Alternatively, it could be referencing the Risling variety of grapes, so they could be tied to wine production.
I serve Sir Duncan the Tall. He's large enough for the both of us.
We've not heard of him.
You will.
Number 7. The Hammer and the Anvil. Egg's identity is finally revealed at the episode's conclusion, with him turning out to be a Targaryen all along. This has been heavily alluded to in all 3 episodes. One example comes from The Hammer and the Anvil, a song sung by Egg while whittling away in a tree.
Damon was the bastard, so they kicked his bastard. Grass is green in summer, green grass I adore. But grass is red all over, when you kill a rebel, horses die in battle.
If you're not obsessed with Westeros lore, you may have missed the fact that it's referencing the Battle of the Redgrass Field. This was the defining battle of the First Blackfire Rebellion, a brutal civil war 13 years prior.
And the Blackfire Rebellion ended with the extinction of the entire line.
Fascinatingly, the song has been criticized in-universe as being biased against Blackfires, downplaying Daemon Blackfire and Bloodraven's involvement. So, it's only a song a Targaryen supporter would sing.
Blackfire's not a true-born, he came from the wrong country, was in peril. The anvil was a rock, the hammer smashed the bastard with his giant veining host of Dornish spearmen.
It's time.
Number 6. House Hardyng. Another lesser-known house included was Hardyng, represented by Humphrey with the red and white shield. He's first spotted jousting someone from House Beesbury in an honorable fight. When he's pitted against Aerion, things go terribly. Humphrey is chosen intentionally to be his opponent, as Hardyng are some of the most honorable knights in Westeros.
Come on, little knight. It's time you face the dragon.
They're a family of landed knights, so they're technically nobles, but not necessarily lords. The house also comes from the Vale of Arryn, a region obsessed with honor among knights. All this combined makes Aerion fighting dirty feel even more cruel, as his opponent is unlikely to have ever done the same thing back.
A mishap may befall me, and I'll need you to keep your wits if it does.
That was no mishap.
Number 5. The Tragedy at Summerhall. The books frequently mention a famous fire that happened about 40 years before Game of Thrones. It's one of the most notable mysteries in Westeros' history.
Mine was some Tarly boy at the Battle of Summerhall. My horse took an arrow, so I was on foot slogging through the mud.
It's unclear why the fire began, but they believe it was started by Aegon trying to revive dragons. In this week's episode, the incident was prophesied to Egg by a random fortune teller.
You shall be king, and die in hot fire, and worms shall feed upon your ashes. And all who know you shall rejoice in your dying.
As you may expect, the rest of what she says is all true according to the main series. The tragic fire was motivated by a prophecy told to Aegon, but a different one from the novels for simplicity. Egg was also given a dragon egg when he was younger, which he kept at Summerhall, similarly foreshadowing the tragedy to come. Number 4. Alice Three Fingers.
Alice was a special lass, born bereft of thumb. Lost a digit and in flock, now feeling awfully glum.
Both Manfred Dondarrion and Lionel Baratheon seem beyond excited to be singing this bawdy track. You may think it's referencing some niche historical events, but it's an entirely brand new song. At first, you could guess it's referring to the potentially magical Alice Rivers from House of the Dragon, but she's got all her fingers. It's symbolic of Egg's belief that anyone can better the world regardless of birthright.
Perhaps it is a story of honour.
Honor?
A misfortune girl making the best of her natural gifts.
It's also a homage to the tons of other bawdy songs littered throughout the series.
Alice with 3 fingers, a copper in a glass, and 2 fingers less than most she'll shut the lot.
The 3 fingers can also be interpreted as a reference to Three Finger Hob, Castle Black's head chef, who was frequently featured in the novels, then got minor screen time in the TV show. Number 3. Sandwich Invention. Humans have been using bread to eat food for thousands of years, but the idea of a sandwich is fairly new.
Bread and 2 of this little fish. And a mug of dark beer to wash it down.
Invented in the 1700s by an English earl. While New World plants and animals are featured in Westeros despite the medieval setting, people rarely eat present-day meals, even if all the ingredients are there. This is because it's more immersion-breaking for a knight to be eating a pizza than to snack on tomatoes. So this is the first depiction of a sandwich in Westeros, leading us to believe Duncan Egg casually invented a new food item for breakfast. Number 2. Dunk is Brienne's ancestor. Even if you memorized the entire script for Game of Thrones, you'd never be able to tell Brienne is related to Ser Duncan. Except for the fact they're both tall, there are few connections between them. One of the biggest hints comes from the novels, where Brienne adores Duncan so much that she has her shield painted with his arms. Turns out, author George R.R. Martin confirmed in 2016 that the pair are related. It's not clear how, and there's a chance we'll never truly know. Martin added that he's hoping to explain this in future books, but fans aren't optimistic about the final 2 novels being published.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Aerion and Egg's backstory.
Don't touch him!
You stupid boy!
Hold your tongue or they'll hurt you!
No, they won't. If they do, they'll answer to my father.
We now know Aerion is the older brother of Egg, and you can easily tell the two don't get along.
You impudent little rat. What's happened to your hair?
I cut it off, brother. I didn't want to look like you.
The pair has years of backstory, which hasn't been explained in much depth. Egg detests how often Aerion lies, and he's also exceedingly cruel towards his younger brother. For instance, he once brutally threw his cat down a well.
Kill him! Kill him!
Despite his cutthroat tendencies, the king still adores him, as he's the only person Aerion is pleasant towards. The siblings are complete opposites of each other, with Aerion embodying all the worst traits a king could have, and Egg the best. Did you manage to spot all these, or did you maybe even catch something we didn't? Let us know in those comments below.